Possibly one of the best young teams in NBA history is currently playing and did just become the first seed in the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are going into this draft with an idea to yet again boost this young core. And if you guys remember who I had them selecting in last year's draft, and if you guys like that video, I'm assuming you guys are going to like this one too. Again, we'll be selecting OKC with the 12th overall pick. If you're wondering why I didn't take maybe a different player or something like that with this pick, it may just be because I took him higher with a different pick. So I do highly recommend you guys go and check out my full 2024 NBA mock draft, which will be getting linked in the description down below. That's so you're all up to date. As well as at the time making this video, we don't know the official draft lottery. We don't know who's won and who lost. So this will be just based off standings right now. Which again, OKC do have the 12th overall pick, I believe received from another team. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Now, with the 12th overall pick, we do have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who I've actually got them taking the exact same dude I had them taking last year in Kyle Filipowski. If you're wondering, how the hell did you have them taking him last year if he didn't, of course, get drafted at all? And what happened was Filipowski decided to, like, the last second whether he wanted to be an NBA player or not, or stay one more year in college, and he decided to stay one more year in college. And it's kind of weird because in a much weaker draft class, his stock really hasn't gone up that much. But to be honest, I still low-key feel like he would be a very good player to bring in for this OKC team, as they have filled out nearly every position with really young talent, except I think the center position. Other than Chet Holmgren, they don't have a lot there or what they probably need. And I think the reality is, I still think Chet could be like, spend minutes at power forward throughout his career, just because of how versatile he is. And I think having him and Filipowski share minutes together is a very responsible and easy thing to do. But also Filipowski potentially being a very good backup center for them with this 12th overall pick. Again, it's being said that Kyle Filipowski is a multi-talented 7-foot center who can also potentially spend some time at the power forward position, being a very special player recruited to Duke for 2022, and staying back for another 2 years there. It's being said that he's also a slick ball handler, an excellent passer for a big man who can also shoot the ball. His floor spacing will be the most coveted skill in the NBA level. Kyle has good mobility, but isn't a big-time run-and-jump athlete, and will have to prove he can handle defense in the NBA. It's said that he will have to max out his defensive abilities if he wants to have a long career. Again, that's definitely a big knock. A ton of other reports and scouts here do say that he's not a good rim protector at all, and his presence is definitely not felt in the paint. But again, with how we're looking at Filipowski, I know his defense does suck, which is not good for a center at all. It's completely the reason his draft stock just, I guess, hasn't gone up. But if we're going to look at, of course, the positives here, this dude is an offensive beast. And Oklahoma right now are one of the best defensive teams in the league. Can they afford to sacrifice some defense by having Filipowski on the court? Maybe so. But at the same time, he's an offensive beast who, I'm not going to call the early bird and say he's got some similarities to Nikola Jokic, because I feel like we say that with about 10 centers in every draft now. But again, there are some tiny similarities in terms of his passing and ball handling for a big is actually pretty good. Like, if you give this guy the ball, he's not going to poo his pants on the court and do something absolutely stupid that I definitely think a lot of centers have been pretty notoriously known to do in the NBA. But again, if you're sending this guy out on the court and you're just telling him, look, we need rebounds now. We need a backup presence from Holmgren. We need a guy who can absolutely tear it up offensively, who can pass, who can shoot well, and who can score us the ball. You take that off your Oklahoma. Another guy, again, Alfred Şengün, who's a man that people forget, has not been notoriously known as being the greatest defender, especially in his first year. It was a massive knock that Şengün was this 6'9" center who couldn't defend the ball at all. But now he's, I think, 6'11". I'm not sure whether, I'm pretty sure he grew like very recently, or at least that's some of the reports were saying. But again, that guy can do a lot of things that Filipowski hopefully should be able to come in the NBA and do. And with such a decent sized hole for them at center position, if you can fill this out, not only having Holmgren as your starting five, but also Filipowski as the backup center, and maybe get another veteran center in, like they had Mike Muscala for so many years, that's a massive bonus that I think Oklahoma will definitely like. And the thing is, as well, as I mentioned earlier, the versatility of maybe having this guy play center minutes and then having Chet at the power forward position is pretty interesting. It's maybe not something that OKC would do with, I feel like them are being a little bit more fast-paced than that. They like to get down the court a fair bit and spread the ball. Again, that's their thing, is if you don't have Giddey in the starting lineup, usually everyone's a really consistent shooter. So again, that's the interesting thing about Oklahoma City, is the Josh Giddey situation. What will they do there? Because he's not the greatest shooter at all. Thing is, though, Giddey really just helps them with their playmaking and is low-key one of the best and most skilled playmakers in the whole entire NBA. So if you're adding Filipowski here too, a big man who can pass the ball, that just so fits into as well what I think this Oklahoma City Thunder team is about. With just, like, everyone on this team can pass the ball. Like, it's just how it's set up. I see people saying, well, SGA is the point guard of this team, right? Well, yes, he's the point guard, but it's like Josh Giddey's the point guard, you know? And then you've got Chet Holmgren, who I've seen that dude play point center. Everyone on this team can basically pass the ball to a very, very good and high standard. And it's just absolutely great basketball to watch every time you watch Oklahoma. And that's why I think, again, Filipowski, his passing, his ball handling, and how he goes about his offense, to me, it fits Oklahoma. I said it last year and I'll say it again. With how their coach goes about their style, that's how I think it should be. And I think as well, having a guy like this who can play you 15 to 20 minutes per night off the bench as your backup center is a good, solid thing. And the thing is too, he's not an 18-year-old like Bilal Coulibaly who you're bringing in. He's not a 19-year-old. I believe this guy is 20, 21 years old. So you're bringing in a more experienced rookie into this team, which also fits where they want to go right now, which is, of course, wanting to now compete, because they've built one of the best young cores in the NBA that is trying to currently win a championship as we speak. So Kyle Filipowski is a great move by Oklahoma, in my opinion, and that's why I have him going with the 12th overall pick. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below, guys. What do you think about this official 2024 NBA mock draft lottery? Again, highly recommend you guys go and check out my previous video where I do, of course, do the top 10. That way, again, you'll see who I have all the other teams selecting with higher picks. Again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for the latest sports content and news. My gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channels. Links for them will be in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.